me what you said. You said that you would come again. You said that we would remain friends, but you know that I do not depend on nothing or no one. So why would you show up so uninvited? Just change my mind like that. Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit and you weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know.
Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Simply Kee Samone. If you are new here, I want to say welcome, and if you're returning, I want to say welcome back. Today I'm just going to be showing you all how I achieved this beautiful, chic, bouncy Bobbianaest bob you have ever seen. I'm going to show you how I accomplished this from fresh wash to what you're seeing right now. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do my rope twist, and then I'm going to also show you how I transform my rope twist into this cute little bob. So if you are interested, make sure that you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe, girl. Turn on your post bell notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And then also do not forget to slide on over to Instagram and follow me there at _Kee Samone. And yes, let's just go ahead and get into what y'all came here for. Because it's the bob. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, beautiful people, so I am getting ready to start doing my Loc Knot Bob. I just finished shampooing and, you know, doing all the things, shampooing, moisturizing, all that good stuff. This is the very first lock wash of 2024, and baby, my hair smells so good, feels so good. Like, first of all, the buildup was crazy, okay? The buildup was crazy. We're gonna go ahead and get started. After I shampooed, I went ahead and moisturized my locks and my scalp with the Loc Nation growth oil. To retwist, I'm gonna be using my locking gel, and this is from Jamaican Mango and Lime. And then also to retwist, I'll be using my lock-in gel, but I'll mainly be focusing this along the perimeter. And then, you know, just a normal rat tail comb, rubber bands, and then this oil. And then whenever I get ready to set my bob, I'll be using this foam mousse by Style Fixer. And then I'll be sitting under my portable dryer. And then you'll also need, of course, some hair ties to hold them locks, honey. I've also got my water here. My iPad is fully charged, so I will be hydrated and entertained. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a portion of the back. That way we can get to the front, and then I'm gonna show y'all how I do my 2-strand twist. And then after that, I'm gonna show y'all how I get my hair into the bob, a Bobbiana, okay? Because we have places to go, people to see, and this is just not gonna cut it. So let's go ahead and get into it, girl.
I drop 30 on this room, we ain't gon' sleep. If I catch you nodding off, then it's gon' be some. Well, you can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. But I'm stutter till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. But I'm stutter. I just run it up before I go. Would you tell the world my secrets if I let you close? Feel my face in action. These days no kumbaya. Lasting, living in the middle might drive you mad. Feeling pretty mixed up, ain't no bad. Bloody murder, there ain't no second chances. Just do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. And I'm stutter till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. And I'm stutter heaven knows, if you control it, we're in the midst of a world that's going. Blowing my up right now. Still down, niggas dying every day. But what can I say? They just want me to say. It's like everyone wants you to think how they think and do what they say. Who I am. How this goes. Did I forget who I am? And how this goes. If you control it, we're in the midst of a world that's going. Blowing my up right now. Still down. If you control it, we're in the midst of a world that's going. Blowing my up right now. Still down. Niggas dying every day. What can I say? They just want me to say. It's like everyone wants you to think.
Okay, y'all, so I have pretty much gotten through the boring parts of this process. Honestly, y'all really didn't need to see me do the actual like full back of my head. I feel like it would just get repetitive, but I rather just came back and show y'all like exactly what the process is. But I started to part this off, but let me just show y'all what we got going on so far. So basically I just did rope twists all around, and as you can see, this is my last little portion that I have up here. But let me show y'all the bike. Yes, so you know, pretty simple. Honestly, this process does not take very long, but it is starting to take, every time that I do this, it takes a little bit longer and a little bit longer just because my hair is getting longer. But the actual process of doing the rope twist is not that bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and section out my next one. I've been going like sectioning out 1 to 2 rows at one time, and you always want to make sure that you have your twists pre-mapped out. And what I mean by that is you want to make sure that before you start twisting your entire row, that you have made sure that every lock has a mate, that you're not skipping any in the back. Like, I don't know if I showed y'all in the clips prior to this, but as long as you know, make sure that you're staying equal from this side of your head to this side of your head, and then you section out, like, you know, bring 2 here, okay, this is gonna go together, 2 here, this is gonna go together, 2 here, this is gonna go together, so you can, there's not just one random hanging in the back. That's definitely a really, really big and important tip. It's easy to just, you know, go ham and just start twisting, but just taking like that extra 2 to 3 minutes prior to you twisting your next row and mapping out which locks are gonna go with which is gonna make the process so much easier on you. Sis, I promise, just take the time, Slow is fast, fast is smart. I mean, slow is fast, fast is, girl, whatever the saying is. But anywho, so I'm just gonna show you the process of how I have been doing the rope twist. I'm just gonna show you this quickly, just in case anybody does not know how to do the rope twist, because really what y'all here for is the Bobiana. And after I finish all of the rope twists, then I'll show y'all how to, you know, get a nice little crispy bob. But I've been re-wetting my hair with water because, you know, obviously it's been a little while since my hair actually got washed. So the roots are starting to get a little dry. So I'm just going to dampen that with a little bit of water. Make sure, you know, I'm sectioning off hair so that we know what we are working with. And actually, maybe y'all can get in just a little bit closer. Yeah, that'll work. And so I was using the lock-in gel along with the locking gel along with the lock-in gel. But I think that combination with my oil and, you know, both of those together, it was creating white residue. The residue is disappearing on all of the locks, but I don't know, it's just given that it's gonna be like some buildup. So yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure that I lay my roots down really good with the lock-in gel. Make sure I smooth them out. And then I'm gonna take my rat tail comb and comb out the root. Make sure the root is detangled. That way, whenever we start twisting, go ahead and smooth out that root. That way, when you start twisting, you don't have any like bumps. It's not bulky, it's nice and smooth. So we wanna do the same thing here. Not too much. Not too much. And then just comb and detangle out the root, leaving out whatever little hair that you want for your baby hair, if you want that. I try not to pull too much hair out in the beginning when I, you know, style my hair, just because I know more is gonna come out over time. So I just go ahead and lay that how I'm gonna lay it. And in the back, and you know, in the sides, obviously you wouldn't be doing all this, but just as long as your roots are smooth and detangled. Now, I have a bigger rat tail comb right now, so I don't really do like the whole pulling method that you see a lot of locticians do. I normally just like to, if there is a lot of free hair, wrap it around the base of the lock, right? So that now it's, you know, in there, it's wrapped around the base. And then we're gonna go ahead and palm roll. All right, palm roll. And as you can see, it's smooth. So from what it just was, it literally is that easy to palm roll. And if you're doing a regular retwist, that's literally how easy it is to get your roots nice and smooth. So now we're gonna do the next one here and do the same exact thing. Make sure that you are consistently twisting your locks in the same direction. And now we have our two locks. So what you want to do is take the lock, and this is if you are twisting, well, technically I'm twisting to my left. So if you're twisting to your left, you want to take the lock that's in your left hand and put it over the right lock. And it would be the complete opposite if you were twisting to the right. You would take the lock that's in your right hand and pull it over top of the left, okay? So y'all following me? Y'all following me? Okay, y'all following me. Okay, so the lock that was on my left, I'm pulling it over the one on the right, and as I'm pulling it, I'm twisting my locks at the same time. So like my wrists are doing this little dance here, and that's to make sure that your two-strand twist does not unravel. So I'm going to basically twist as I'm doing my two-strand, if that makes sense, or my rope twist. So I'm just going to continue to do that down. So twisting it, twisting it, twisting it and pulling over, twisting it and pulling over, twisting it and pulling over, twisting it and pulling over. Let me get just a little bit closer for the people in the back. Twisting and pulling over, twisting and pulling over, twisting and pulling over. And once you get the hang of that, baby, it's, you just gonna go. You just gonna let it go, let it rip. And like I said, if you have a shorter length of lock, this is not going to take you that long. Only reason why it be taking me several hours now is because your girl got some inches. Your girl got some inches. But anywho, okay, so yeah. Get all the way to the end. So when you get to the end, if your ends are matching, like, because you know, in different parts of your head, some locks are going to be different. Some locks are going to be a little bit shorter, some going to be a little bit longer. Okay, so some locks are going to be longer and shorter in some areas, but since I'm closer to the front, and as I get closer to the front, they're always a lot more even. So these two are even. So I'm just going to take a rubber band, and you want to make sure that your locks are moisturized. You're putting rubber bands and any type of tension on your locks. Make sure your locks are moisturized. So when your hair is wet and damp, like in the beginning of my video, I know that I did not show myself oiling my locks while they were wet, but I definitely did that. You want to make sure that your locks are moisturized, like that you feel the moisture in your locks. Like if I squeeze my locks, my hands need to feel some moisture, okay? So, and if they are two different lengths, I don't think I have any up here in the front, but if your locks are two different lengths at the end, then once you get to the shorter lock, so let's say there was a lock like that stopped right here or whatever, and I still had this tail, I would put my rubber band there and then fold that little tail piece up to match where the rubber band is. So yeah, y'all, and then you just keep it going like that. So that's what we've been doing. All right, I'm gonna do one more with y'all. Should I do one more or two more with y'all? We'll go ahead and do one more, and then I'll go ahead and skip forward to the bob process, okay? So like I said, we have our two locks sectioned off. Oop, zoomed in a little bit too far. So we have our two locks sectioned off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take my lock-in gel. Actually, I did not spray that. Let's just put a little puff, a little mist. Hair does not have to be drenched and soaking. You just want it nice and moist and pliable to be able to work with. And also so that you can get your roots as smooth as possible. And also, if you are manipulating on dry hair, like I just said, like when I mentioned about the rubber bands, girl, you are gonna break your locks off or cause, you know, some type of breakage or damage. All right. So we're just gonna smooth our roots. Hopefully y'all do not hear the vacuum cleaner. If y'all do hear the vacuum cleaner, my wife is doing her job, baby. She's doing her job while I'm doing my job. All right, so I have smoothed out my roots, and now I'm just going to twist, palm roll. Okay. Palm roll. Okay. And then this is my left hand and this is my right hand. So now it looks a little bit different because we're on the opposite side of our head. But make sure you still stick with the formula, okay? Just because you switch to the other side of the head don't mean that you twist the opposite way. So left hand, right hand. Left hand is gonna go over my right and I'm gonna twist, okay? Twist, pull left over right. 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 All right, so we're just gonna keep going down, until we get to where we need to be. So this one has a little bit of a tail on it, like how I had mentioned before. You see how they both don't go down to the same part, or they both don't go down to the same point or the same length. So my shorter lock, where that stops it, that's where I'm gonna put my rubber band. And then after I wrap that around a couple times, I'm just gonna tuck that tail upwards, okay? Nice. Okay, so now that I've given y'all a quick tutorial on how I've been doing the rope twists, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this last little portion of my head, and then I will be back to show y'all how I get my cute little, how I take this long and slick. This, you can keep it like this. This is good, but this ain't what I'm going for. So I'll be back to show y'all how I get my nice, cute little Edna mode on. Okay, so now we are done with our rope twist, y'all. This is really insane, okay? So you definitely could stop right here and let this be the style, you know what I'm saying? Or you can get a little bob action, even though this is technically like, I guess, a long bob, but yeah. Very much so neat and clean, just the way we like it. But now for the fun part. So typically what I like to do when I am doing my bob is I need to start in the back. I need to start in the back because that's basically going to set the foundation for our bob. That's going to initiate whatever length it is that you want. If you start in the front and you go to the back, you're gonna have ones that's longer, you know, shorter, or you may get to the back and be like, no, I want it a little bit shorter, or no, I want it a little bit longer. So just to avoid all the chaos, remember what I said about the preparation earlier, take the extra steps just to avoid the chaos. We're gonna start in the back. So I'm going to put my twists up, and I just have a nice little row out here in the back, and I'm going to see at what length would I like my bob to fall. I'm thinking that I want it to sit directly on my shoulders, so we're gonna take off about what's that, about 2 inches, 2.5 inches, 2 inches, right? And then of course, you know, as you come to the front, some of them are not going to be as long, or you won't have to, like, I guess, knot them up as much. But it just depends on how long your hair is, girl, you know, how thick your twists are, all of that good jazz. So what I like to do is just split this in half here. And you see, this is actually really cute by itself. So I split this in half. And then I used to, when my locks were shorter, I used to basically use another rubber band. But now I literally just do like a little loop-de-loop and make a knot, okay? They're locks, girl, the knot is gonna come out. As long as you don't have sister locks, the knot is gonna come out. So I just basically take my lock, put my finger here, or put my finger here, and just tie it around like you're tying any type of knot, any normal type of knot. And then pull it down. I'm gonna show y'all better, I'm sorry. And then kind of pull it down to secure it. So you would end up with a little, I don't know what you want to call that, little lock knot, your first lock knot, I guess. So again, we're just gonna match up to where we were just now and This is why you want to start in the back, because again, it just makes your foundation, and you can make sure that you're doing everything, you know, the same length or close enough. All right, so we got those two. So I know it's kind of probably a little bit hard for you to tell. And some of the locks, I have put 2 knots in them at the bottom just because they're really, really slender. But again, like I said, you could wrap this and do like another rubber band, but that's just too many rubber bands for my liking. Once I like to get into the takedown process, I like to, you know, take that knot out, snip that rubber band, and keep it pushing. Too many rubber bands is just, it's just a lot. So, and this is way faster. But like I said, you can most definitely wrap your locks to your liking. All right, so I'm gonna push those to the back so I can, this is all I'm seeing. This is what I'm looking at. And this is where we stop it right here. So I'm going to twist up, and then this little loop that's on the end, and these are for those longer locks that, you know, it's getting a little stubborn. You want to twist upward, but still have your finger through the end. That way you can push your knot through. I hope that makes sense. I will definitely get a close-up really quickly so I can show y'all. These nails are not being my friend, but like I said, we're gonna start right here, put my finger here. That way I have room for my knot, twist upward, and then wrap this lock around, bring it back down, and pull it through this loop. So we got our lock knots. So you see how simple and quick that is. I'm gonna do another one with you, and let me zoom in a little bit because I fear it's not giving that y'all can see what the heck I'm talking about. Like I said, we're gonna take our finger, we're gonna find where the rest of our lock knots are stopping, right? Take our finger and put that here as our anchor so that we know where we need our knot to be. Wrap, or I guess twist your finger so that you have a loop around your finger, and then we're gonna wrap the tail piece up, right? And then wrap it right back down. Just enough, wrap it up just enough so that you can easily put that tail piece through the loop, and then we're gonna pull down on the knot just to make sure that it's secured, right? And then boom, we have our lock knot. I'm gonna go ahead and like get a good amount of this back portion done so I can just kind of show you how to make sure that you're framing your face properly once you do get to the front and the sides. But y'all, that is pretty much it. This is a very, very easy process. Yes, it is time consuming, but the process itself is very much so easy. If I could do it, you could do it. That's how we rocking it. But yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and finish this up, okay? Because it's getting a little late and we're hungry. It's Friday night. I'm ready to chill out and vibe. So let's keep it going.
They just want me to say, just like everyone else, and they got it, they do what they say, still do it, and if you don't want her, they gotta put it on.
All right, y'all, so we are getting to the, okay? So I have just took down like my last little portion, and like I said, this is where you're getting to the time where, you know, you're reaching the points that everything is where it needs to be, okay? And what I mean by that is, as you can see, my front is it just naturally falls where my bob is falling, where I have it set to fall. So you just want to make sure that you go around and everything that was in that top layer is not going too much over. So as you can see right here, like, you know, it's kind of throwing this off. So I want to go back in and make sure I get me a little knot action. But I didn't have to wrap that one up because it wasn't that much off, and I don't want it to be too high. So see, this one is just a little bit off, so I won't have to do any wrapping. I'll just go ahead and pull that on through my little loop and pull my knot down to secure it. And I feel like right here, honestly, right here, I could probably, because it's just a little bit off, I could probably just take the rubber band off of this one and kind of make like a little rounded off end at the bottom without having to make a knot in. Boom. And yeah, so let me grab my mirror really quickly and make sure that I didn't miss anything in the back. All right, y'all, so that is literally it, like the construction of the bob. After you're done with your rope twist, you're pretty much done. Okay, so now what I want to do, just to make sure that any extra frizz or anything like that is tamed down, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Red by Kiss foam mousse, because I'm going to be getting under my little portable dryer. Honestly, you could skip this step, but I just like to tame those little extra flyaways. And after I sit under the dryer for a little while, I'm gonna be just chilling at house and going to bed anyway. So I'm just gonna pump a little foam and go ahead and generously lather that on. As y'all can see, my edges are already laid. My sideburns, they not like too perfect, but again, like, I'm not going anywhere. I'll put like the final touches on my edges and all that stuff in the morning, but we'll go ahead and slather this on. And honestly, if y'all are gonna do that, it's probably smart to have one of those little like paper wrap thingies, like you know, when you used to go get a wrap and they use it to like layer edges and whatnot. But I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this on, and I'm just gonna use my actual like regular scarf. I washed it earlier because I knew I was gonna be washing my hair. So I'm just going to make sure that this is still good and situated on the edges, because baby, the hair is not done unless the edges are complete. All right, so yes, so like I said, I'm just going to get ready to tie my hair up. As you can see, that foaming mousse sunk right in. It's really light, and I have not experienced any buildup from it. Just make sure that you don't go too crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop a scarf on, get under my portable dryer, probably for like 45 minutes to an hour. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all, let this set. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow when you know, we got the whole look going on. But yeah, stay tuned for the final look. Hello, my love. So it is the very next day, and like I said last night, I had that setting mousse on my head, and I went ahead and put my satin do-rag on and just let that set. You can sit under the dryer, or you can go ahead and air dry. That's really just depending on the thickness of your hair, but I just went ahead and got myself together, and we about to go ahead and enjoy and see these finished results of it being set overnight. And even though I'm not currently dressed right now, I wanted to wait to get dressed because I wanted to spray my hair down, and I always end up spraying my clothes when I'm spraying my hair down. So I was like, girl, just spray the hair first, okay? Okay, so they have kind of like came up a little bit, but yeah, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much my final result with this Red by Kiss style fixer or braid sheen refresher. So basically this gives your scalp a little bit of hydration, but this also just gives your locks like a really nice shine. And you can also use this on braids as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, but this, I always spraying this on my head. I always, without a doubt, I'm gonna get it on my outfit. Like, it just makes no sense. I mean, you could drape like a towel or whatever around your outfit, but I was like, girl, just spray it first. So I sprayed my scalp. Now I'm gonna make sure to spray my actual locks. Like I said, I use the Loc Nation growth oil, so I'll be like making sure that my scalp is taken care of while it is in this style. But typically before I like go out or anything, I'll just use this all over, but I still will moisturize my scalp. But yes, girl, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? How do we feel? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my outfit on really quickly. I'm wearing something literally just comfy, cool, casual. I really like her. She's cute. All right, I'll be right back. This is the finished product of the Bob. Oh, cute. It's just this, like, it's just so cute to see your hair fall here, like, especially in the twist and whatnot. Like, I love it. And then also, again, when it's not behind the ears, it's still giving. Like, when I'm like dressed up, this is gonna be, you know what it is. Like I said, it's a little, they trying to flip themselves back just because, like, last night they've been in my scarf since last night. So they acting like they want to go backwards, but once they loosen up, once they like get into their whatever, they just gonna continuously be free flowing and falling straight down. But yeah, y'all, this is the final look. I'm freaking dynamite. I blow your condo lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. No fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my eyes. But said, follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not depend on me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. But there is no sacrifices. Everything was taken. You had to make it. Vibe killer. Me and no go take shit. Vibe killer. Okay, my beautiful people, so that wraps it up for this video. This is the Loc Knot Bob look. It's so cute, it is so chic, but you can also, you know, do a couple of different styles with it. So we definitely love a versatile style, and this bob is gonna last me, honestly, I probably won't be taking this bob out for, I'm gonna say about 2.5 to 3 weeks. Like, we gonna push it, but baby, when we take this bob down, it's gonna be giving that beautiful curl. So we love a good 2-in-1 style. The bob first, the curls later. It prolongs our retwist. you know, it's just so many pros to doing this style. So I hope that it was easy for you to follow along with, and I hope that is something that you are going to be trying at home. If you enjoyed this video or you love this style, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, and then also do not forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, girl. Turn on your post bell notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And then also do not forget to slide on over to Instagram, girl, and follow me there at _Kee Samone. And thank you for sharing space with me today. Yes, I will just see you all in my next one.
That I've been through worse to you.